So it's Chug Rock, aka Kendrick. What I want to talk about is how people should treat other people how they want to be treated. You know, if you don't want to be treated unrighteously, don't treat the next person unrighteously. You know, people got that bad. People will treat me unrighteously, but I'm pretty sure they don't want to be treated unrighteously themselves. They don't. So, by you treating other people unrighteously, and you don't want to be treated that way, you know, and you gonna teach other people like your children to do that, you being a hypocrite. You know, so you should treat people like you would want to be treated. You should love to treat people like you want to be treated, you know, because you're going against the thing you dislike, you know. So make it make sense. Make y'all logic make sense, you know. It don't make sense if you saying I don't want you to treat me this way, but you treating the person that's treated that way the same way you don't want to be treated. See, you ain't making no sense. You got to make sense. You got to use logical common sense. You know? So, I go by common sense. I don't go by what I feel, you know. You know, I go by what makes sense. You know? So, if it don't make sense, I ain't running with it, you know. Treating people wrong and not wanting people to treat you wrong don't make sense. You know, you got to treat people right, you know. If you want to be treated right, you know, that's fair. This world's supposed to be fair, you know. This world's supposed to be good, you know. This world ain't supposed to be filled with evil people. This world we're supposed to be filled with good people. Because you was only supposed to be good, you know, not evil. You know, evil exists, but you know, we supposed to be good. You heard? Although we may do bad things here and now, but we supposed to be doing more good than evil. You know, we supposed to be treating people like we want to be treated, and that's respectful. I'm pretty sure you want to be treated with respect. So treat others with respect. I'm gonna treat you with respect, so you treat me with respect. You heard? You did? So it is what it is. You heard? You know? And I'm gonna leave it like that. There's no better way I can put it. You know? Y'all just need to use your common sense. Use logic, you know? Y'all don't be using logic, you know? Y'all don't be using your brain well, you know? Something's wrong with y'all mentally up there. You know? Y'all be cool.